Writers and speakers differ in styles in terms of delivery and composition. Choice of words, tone, and voice are just few of the elements that may make or break their piece. These things make a huge difference in making the message clear or vague to an audience. As the receiver of these messages, it is important that you are able to distinguish the kind of messages you are about to receive or are receiving. In this lesson, you are expected to recognize positive and negative messages conveyed in a text. Let us examine the images. Can you guess the messages and emotions embedded in each image? Is it positive or negative? Images contain distinct emotions. These emotions may either be serious or light in tone. Some images express spirituality, happiness, sadness, and excitement. Furthermore, images are used as representations of visualization of texts. These images, like texts, carry with them some messages which may be positive or negative in nature. Beyond these images, you are to examine the messages portrayed by the given texts in this lesson. Let us determine how messages embedded in texts are identified and classified. Writers have their own unique style in expressing their messages. Their choice of words mainly creates the atmosphere, mood, and emotions depending on the occasion. Let us differentiate fictional text from non-fictional texts. For fictional texts, authors carefully weave words in order to give shape to the story and provide the voice for characters. It is what creates the personality of the selection. For non-fictional texts, on the other hand, a writer chooses words that would express his or her attitude toward the subject. It tells the reader how they should read the text. In both cases, it is the audience that perceives the message as negative or positive, depending on the tone and word choice. Tone refers to the emotion or attitude that the writer embeds in writing. It gives more context beyond the words used. So how does it work? You see the words on the page, interpret their meaning, and add a layer of emotional context. These create the concept of a message as to being positive or negative. Writers use tone words to establish a message. These are words that make the author's opinion on the subject matter known. They make the tone either positive or negative. Let us have examples. I will let you read the examples on your own so that you will not focus on how the sentences are read. Instead, you should focus on the words being used in the sentence. The tone of the student here is positive. While in this one, the tone is skeptical. In this one, if the student is intelligent, it can be sarcastic. But if the speaker is just an average student, it could be positive. Lastly, the tone here is negative. These are the examples of positive and negative tone words that you should take note. Likewise, emotions which can rise and fall as to how specific words can be synonymous indicate a variety on levels of responses. It is necessary to recognize the differences when selecting appropriate synonyms. This pair of positive and negative sentences will show you how words that are actually synonymous can be warm, neutral, or very cold. As again, I will not read the sentences so that you will focus on the words being used. In this sentence, with the word economical, Alessandra is considered as a wise buyer. While in this one, Alessandra is considered as cheap because she is looking for cheaper prices. The word challenge here is positive because it could be a task to be achieved or accomplished. While in this one, difficult expresses someone's struggle or someone is having a hard time answering the module. Conversationalist is positive because it refers to someone's expertise in having a conversation. While in this one, the speaker is annoyed for he is being talkative. In this sentence, uniqueness of his hobby amuses someone. While in this one, the fact that Anthony loves experiment is unusual. In this sentence, curious or being inquisitive is good for discovering something. While in this sentence, with the word nosy, expresses that the way he asks question is irritating. In here, to compliment someone's generosity is to offer high praise. But, if you call their act of kindness extravagant, you are telling them they went too far.